Check, 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 check. Today I'm going to talk about how I put together this really expressive modular live rig, which I'm quite excited about because it covers most of what I'm looking for in not too much space. I thought I'd go over what the things I want are, so in time-honoured form I've done a grid of 8 things that I think are fundamental to an electronic music setup. Ooh, look at all these mysterious symbols. What do they all mean? My name's Michael Forrest and this is Leaving the Laptop, a series about playing live electronic music. So first up, drums. I talked about my approach to drums in episode 7. I have this Euclidean, topographic sequencer and some other modules to make drum sounds. For this setup I just have the kick and the hi-hats. Here's how they're patched. Note that I'm using the Mutant Hockley's lovely sidechain with the kick. Our second fundamental is melodies and basslines. I've got a very strong lead synth in this Platts module. And look, I'll be honest, this turned into a mutable instrument synth pretty quickly. I just think they're really good, flexible modules, and especially with the open source aspect, where if it doesn't quite behave how I want it, I can go in and, change it. We can patch the keyboard to play the Platts via this nice compact WMD ADSR VCA module, and we're good to go. Next, chords. Usually if you want to play chords on a modular synth, you need a lot of money and a lot of wires. I think MIDI control is better for controlling polysynths than CV signals, and so bugger me sideways if my mutable yarns couldn't secretly also play chords. I don't need it for MIDI control now that I've got the Waldorf, so this is perfect. And I had this Warps handy, decided to use that as a VCA that lets me do nasty things to the sound if I feel like it too. 4, boys. Look, I'm very busy on stage controlling this spaceship in front of me, so, forgive me if I can't quite concentrate on singing as well as a frontman who's only got one job. So, as a cheater, I've tried a lot of different vocal processors, but I eventually realised I just had to get the biggest one, this TC VoiceLive Rack. Now my singing seems to make people happy at last. I'm controlling the harmonies via MIDI. I've also got rid of my mixer by using the VoiceLive's aux in for the modular mix. 5, effects. There are some great tricks you can do with effects units to liven up the sound and create fills and stuff like that. I really miss the Chaos pads for this, but unfortunately they don't fit in, and I'm trying to stay away from things that don't slot neatly into the Eurorack. As an aside, this is where I really see the value of the Eurorack standard. I hate having different weirdly shaped power supplies and having to play this game of awkward Tetris to accommodate each new bit of gear. So my dream is to be able to recreate all of my favourite capabilities in a nice neat rack. But I digress. Unfortunately, this rack is a bit lighter on effects than I'd like, but, you win some, you lose some. 6, wonk. Now, when things are played by robots, they can sound a little bit square and even and boring. So it's good to find some wonk to balance it out. I'm talking about things like this and this. Unfortunately, I haven't managed to squeeze them into this particular setup for whatever reason, but since wonk is important to me, I'll just have to settle for singing slightly out of time. 7. Samples and structure. I really like being able to change the sound drastically, like in the middle of the song sometimes, for a chorus or a drop. I've been using the Octatrack for this for a while, but for a more compact rig, I'm going to try out this Erica Synth sample drum, see if I can get it to do what I want. Now, I haven't got it yet, and it's not in there, but I think I know where it's going to go. But I think everything sounds pretty good without it, but I just know I'm going to want my samples as I break this rig in a bit more. Number 8, just to round it out, is visuals. I showed my approach to live visuals in episode 6. I still need to give this element some love, but time is always so limited, and I need to plan a live set and do some visuals that go with it, don't I? So there you go, 8 fundamentals of an electronic music live rig. You might not need or want all of them for what you're doing, and there are plenty of different ways to achieve each element too. It's really up to you. But what did I miss? Did I miss anything? Let me know in the comments. Thanks for watching. Listen, I love music and creative stuff, but I've also got this podcast where we spend a lot of time worrying about climate change and society's addiction to economic growth and things like that. But in the spirit of fun. Keeping this monthly video going on this channel, having a podcast and a day job, is making it quite hard to find time to pursue my other project where I'm trying to help fight for social change. I've got this channel called Blank State. And it would be great if you wanted to have a look at the first video I did on there. I've been working hard on the next one, but it would be all so much easier if I could get some income coming from somewhere other than this sort of attention-hogging, exhausting day job that I have. So please, if you can, think about supporting me on Patreon, either at Michael Forrest or on the podcast or Blank State, depending on what you value the most, if any of them. But anyway, either way, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.